All right, and we're back. Welcome back. Thank you for bearing with us with that very long break, but we kind of needed that stretch, hydrate.
This is how I'm handling this. I'm one with the tentacles.
So yeah, last we left off, they had found their way to the Amber Temple, perhaps, and spoke with some
Something.
voidish humanoid and learned some very deep and devastating secrets. Maybe we're not quite sure what happened there, but they agreed, as Riki was forced to kind of pass out, as it were, when the void figure stepped out of the mirror, revealing what could have been a old god. They made a deal with this old god, shook its tentacle, and the tentacle wrapped around its arm, and they were sucked into this tentacle mass, and that's where we're going to pick up. Everything faded to black for them, by the way. So yeah, as you all begin to come to, oops, I forgot to type in the thing there. Give me just a second. You all begin to come to, and as you do, your field of vision kind of begins to widen out, and you feel very refreshed. You do not feel foggy in the brain or anything. In fact, it's like you've slept for a long time.
Did we get a long rest?
You do get a long rest.
Oh,
Yay!
thank
Wow.
God.
And you wake up in a very nice bedroom with 4 beds, and each of you are on a separate bed. There is a nice fireplace in the corner of the room. It's a corner fireplace, so one of those triangle ones in the back. And a nice rip-roaring fire is keeping the room nice and toasty warm. There is a window in between each bed. So there's 4 beds, 3 windows. And in between each bed is the window, and outside you can hear the thunder kind of clapping, and you can hear the rain pitter-pattering against the glass of the window. Their curtains are currently drawn shut. And you all wake up on your individual beds. And you all feel a slight itch on the inside of your wrist.
Oh no.
I look at my wrist.
Yep.
Shiloh, as you look at your wrist, there is a spiraling, what looks like tentacle that seems to be moving. It's not a 3-dimensional, it's not like something is embedded in your skin. It's like a tattoo almost, but
like
it
a
is
Death Eater fucking tattoo that moves.
and it's like spiraling in on itself. And it's very illusory because it doesn't ever seem to grow. It just continues to spiral in on itself continually, and then as it reaches the center, it just kind of seems to disappear, and the top of it just seems to kind of continue to grow, and it just seems to be spiraling and moving.
It's from the deal.
I just
I'm gonna-
rub it a lot.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go look out the window. Like this is not what things were before.
So you open one of the windows, and you can see that you are pretty high up in the castle. You're probably about as high as that, that 3rd staircase you climbed, 3-4 stories up high, and you can see down into the courtyard of the castle.
Echo doesn't say anything. They see the thing on their wrist now, and they just sit up, pull out their notebook, and start scribbling and drawing.
So I guess we all had the same dream that wasn't a dream.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wish it was.
I haven't look out the window and see what time-ish it might be. Ish. It's
It's really hard to tell because Barovia is always gray and moody, but because of the storm that's raging outside, it could be, mid-afternoon, it could be midnight, you're not really sure.
I've lost track of the time, and there is no sun. I have no idea what time it is. Well,
I
if
don't
it was
care.
dinner time, I would assume that Strahd would make us come, whether we wanted to or not.
Mhm. Are you guys okay?
What a question. In the long run, probably, because we're dead and, nothing matters after death. Right now, trying to process that.
Trying to make sense. Trying not to think too deep into it. Trying to write everything down.
Somebody wants to know where you got that at and where she can... Oh, I'm sorry, I assumed where they can get one.
It was actually at Wild Adventures in Valdosta, Georgia. Like 7 years ago.
So cool.
I think they sell it at amusement parks, or like you can get it at an
or
amusement
like
park
carnivals or something.
Yeah.
You could probably find it on Amazon too. Just saying. Put in squid hat.
I'm just glad that I got those letters
Okay,
to my
good.
family.
I
and the
thought I
sword
had heard
returned.
that, but I wasn't sure, so just wanted to make sure.
What?
Sorry, I was reading chat, and I popped out chat so I could keep up with it as well.
Oh, okay.
And I just... So yeah, that's...
Does explain a lot.
I mean, it explains some things.
Oh. Ivan just sits there really sad. He's really like, I'm dead.
Need to talk to Justinia. Can't hear you.
Have to do that later.
Yes, later.
I'm gonna go over to Ivan and sit on his bed.
Okay.
Hi.
He just leans on her.
I hug him.
My family doesn't know that I am dead.
They're gonna think you're alive because you sent letters back.
She actually starts crying.
Oh no!
I know!
I hug him closer. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I know, I feel horrible.
No, don't.
Well, now they're gonna be waiting and I'm never gonna come home and then they're gonna think I'm awful.
You're not gonna think you're awful.
It's okay. It's not like I could have expanded their bloodline anyways.
I don't think they would have cared about that, Ivan.
Child is child no matter what.
I don't want to say I hate Strahd, but I really hate Strahd.
No,
Oh,
say
don't
it.
say it. Please do.
Screaming from the fucking rooftops. I fucking hate Strahd. None of us would be here if he'd done his fucking job.
But would have come eventually. Did not need to come yet. Tatiana brought us here. Tatiana let us die to come here.
He just gets a little bit tense.
Don't feel like it was her place to make us do this. To take us away. You know?
Maybe she thought this was the best time.
I think it was unfair that she brought you here, Echo. Some of us were only in Faerun on borrowed time anyway.
Would have been happy to see Justinia if actually alive.
Yeah.
Justinia lied. She's not alive.
What if Justinia doesn't understand this?
Maybe, but then Tatiana lied to her. Not tell her she's dead.
Tatiana might be trying to protect her.
Ivan like slowly pulls back.
The way she protect us? By killing us? Bringing us here? Maybe not kill us, but...
Limerian is the one who sent us this way in the first place.
On orders from Tatiana.
She would have known.
Maybe she didn't know that coming to Barovia meant death, though.
I asked that. Seems like she did.
Would you ever come back if you were asked to, if the price was death? I don't think any of us would. It was a rotten thing to do. But I understand.
Earlier you told me that you wished I had a life wish.
Yeah, please don't. What happens to us when we die?
Even if... Well, it sounds like Victor. We recycle. Reborn. Don't remember. And even when we do this job, when we write the balance, we die. Because we already die.
We live. We're already dead. Once we do what we're supposed to do, we'll be reborn again, maybe, or go to the next part of life. But we're not dead. We're dead here.
Maybe not done here. I wasn't done.
Maybe you'll return back. You're not from here.
No, but did die. Wyvern killed us.
Well, you have a wish, so maybe you can bring yourself back to life.
Mm-hmm.
Don't trust them.
Yeah, I don't trust genies either.
Not... Weirdest genie I've ever seen.
Seen a
I've
lot?
never seen a genie.
Books?
Oh. I knew one. He was blue. Came from a lamp. Really funny guy. Oh.
Can't hear you, DB.
The only thing that we can do is take care of Strahd. From there, well,
Cross that bridge when we get to it.
yes,
I said a phrase thing.
you did, and I'm very proud of you. The problem, though, is once we take care of Strahd, they need a new judge.
And who does that?
Ivan, why are you looking away like that?
I'm tired and I am sad. I do not want any of you to have to do this. I still think we should find Sergei.
I do too. I think we need to find Sergei, but we also need to be prepared for him not to be able to do what he should have done before.
Maybe we make one of the other ones do it. The ones who brought us here.
I don't think I'd be a very good judge, but I could do it.
You're not going to do it.
I think
Riki-
Riki would make a good judge. though.
Oh, I'm not saying that Riki wouldn't make a good judge. At least 2 of us have something to go back to when it comes to Faerun.
I don't.
I don't either. Ivan, you have your family, and you're worried about them, and I think that you should go back to them. Echo? Tell stories of our glory.
I will sing songs of you!
Have no intention of becoming judge.
No, I completely understand, but
I don't know, burb judge though.
oh my god, could you imagine?
you imagine?
You come
Judging
to
this
Come
whole-
to judge, you just say shit back in your own voice.
yeah.
Osiris?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Kinky, yeah.
Shiloh, if Ivan goes back, you should go back too. And with Echo.
You're not.
I've been doing this for a very long time. Shiloh, you've been stuck here over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember that, so.
You might start remembering. Plus, you're going to be probably living for a very long time. You've never really got to live a life. You've just over and over lived the same sad life. In a sad place. You deserve at least one lifetime where you're happy.
All I know is I've been happy now. How dare you, Kaz!
What happened?
In the chat, Kaz goes, "Help Ivan with the bloodline thing, Shiloh."
Oh, I had a straight face until Joe broke, and it just killed me.
I had a straight face until I read it.
Keycard!
You guys are great at the timing of those. It's just been on spot every time.
Oh, shit.
Everyone agrees.
This needs to be canon. Oh my god.
Oh,
That hurt.
Like you said earlier, Ivan, we'll get there when we get there.
Let's just get there together. He, like, holds her hand. Just don't go jumping off the stupid bridge. You're wearing a skirt.
Ivan,
Oh. Is there something on me?
no. trying to have a serious moment and my sister walks in. Jesus! Get out! Stop it!
Don't look at me!
Help, Mom!
Just gonna be awkward until I say it. I love you.
Love you too. That's why I don't want you
Echoes.
jumping off the bridges.
Echo stops scribbling.
We're gonna
Not
get through
the
this.
action I expected, but okay.
You guys are like my family. Ivan, the point.
I love you. You're like family. Ugh.
You're like a sister. You're just like
I take my hand away.
It was more like, I love you, thanks.
man. Good talk, bro. Love you too. Come here. Come on. It's okay. We'll get out of this.
I'm gonna stand up and walk to the window.
DB, check your Discord, by the way.
Oh god, I'm so scared.
That's concerning.
What? Looks over at Riki.
What?
Did I say something wrong?
As you're walking towards the window,
Uh-oh.
you are suddenly struck with a memory. It plays out in your mind as a memory, but it happens in an instant. Like it just appears in your head, so nobody else sees you playing it out in your mind, but you do play it out in your mind.
I feel like
Yeah.
I said something wrong.
Echo just softly shakes their head and goes back to their journal.
You didn't...
I lean against the wall after that happens, just like
Oh, it looks like I made her sad.
Go talk to her.
What do we say? I don't know what I did.
Well, you care about her, right?
I've been not sure you.
He gets up.
Not sure your fault. Not sure. Shiloh.
Shiloh, did I say something to upset you?
no. I was killed in this room.
Oh.
Oh.
Fucking piano. Perfect timing.
Thank you, Sirenscape.
I tried to poison Strahd and he strangled me to death. In a different time, in a different body.
Just just awkwardly, just hug her. Do you want to strangle him this time?
Kind of.
He's like whispering in her ear. I think it's only fair. I'll hold him down.
She's
And-
shaking as you're holding her.
Aw. He's gonna hold her tight. We can tie him down, and you can stomp on his throat. Or we can tie him to a chair. Or you can hang him. We can throw him off the bridge when we get there. It won't kill him, though, because, the whole vampire thing. We can push him off, and then, after we strangle him, and he comes back, we can set him on fire. And we can do it as many times as we need to until you feel better.
I just want him gone.
He'll be gone. Okay? And besides, if not, we'll be back here to do it all over again.
Oh, fuck.
Just don't forget me. He like pokes her in the forehead. I might not look this handsome next time.
Oh.
But when he takes her hand and he like puts it over his heart, remember that, and you'll know me. Shiloh, don't be sad. We're gonna win this time.
I don't think I should be here anymore.
Then we can leave right now.
Can we leave the
He
castle?
just walks right over and just goes to the door like.
Okay.
Can we leave castle?
I don't want to be in the castle anymore.
What?
Ivan's got more money.
Man.
Ivan, because he has no need for money, and I'm sure it'll be well spent. You're damn right it will be.
I do have to notate how much that is, don't I? I should probably notate that in the. It's 200 gold.
It's
yeah.
250.
200, yeah.
Oh.
200.
Banker, please add this to my banking stuffs. I can feel my like fucking wallet getting a little bit bigger again for no reason. Like, why does he keep?
Is that your wallet?
Is it my wallet? Is that magic purse?
Boner joke?
Yeah, he did.
God. What are you?
I was hugging her. She would know. I've been awkwardly
That's
walking.
not Echo making the joke. That's Star making the joke.
I am still in shock and awe.
My coin purse has grown.
That's what the kids are calling it nowadays. Look there.
We have to break up the horrible, horrible sadness with laughter.
Yeah.
Oh god.
This is how we cope.
Ivan takes her hand and goes to the door. Does it open?
The door to this room does indeed open.
He like closes it again. Do you want to kick it? Go on, kick it. It's just a door. Look. He like takes the chalk out and makes a really shitty picture of Strahd's face.
It's just
Emphasis
a smiley
on the
face with
vampire,
fangs.
on the teeth. Yep, just emphasis on the fucking fangs.
I'll kick the door.
Okay. I'm not even going to make you roll strength because you're wearing the belt of giant strength. And you kick the door and you break the hinges off, so the door just goes flying forward across the 5-foot hallway and bam, smacks into the stone wall across the way, and then falls down.
Why couldn't he have been behind that door?
Now, last time I did that, there was a person there.
No, but why couldn't he have been there? Just kick door, hit Strahd, break his nose, do something.
We'll get there. Come on.
We leave? We leaving?
At least walking out this room.
I don't even know where we are. From where the window was, is there any way to orientate where we could possibly be on the map?
You can see that you're above the courtyard somewhere because of the windows, but it's really hard to navigate these spires and stuff because you're up so high of where in the castle you're at. But you know you're somewhere above the courtyard area.
Okay, so I think we might be somewhere in this area, or maybe this area. I'm not quite sure. Wait, could we send copy outside? Copy?
Copy? Copy is okay with that?
Copy, could you maybe fly just outside a bit so we have a better idea of where we are?
Caw, caw.
In and out. Oh, wait, it is thunder and lightning. It might not be safe.
In hallway? Send copy to hallway?
Caw.
No. I'm like backing people back into the room. No.
Why?
What?
I keep having memories. It's not good. Of how I keep dying in this castle. I've been poisoned in this room. I've been cut in two by massive blades in the hallway, and hung somewhere in the castle.
Shiloh, he's just trying to mess with you. That's not might not even be real.
I don't know if this is him. Joe, would I have known exactly where in the hallway those blades would have been?
Yes.
Do I know what triggered them?
Yeah, I'll give it to you. There's pressure plates throughout the hallway that could trigger them.
Okay. I'm going to throw something. Can I see one? Would I know where one of them is close enough that I could throw something at it to trigger it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna see, what do I have? Find all my shit. What is heavy enough to throw? I'm gonna throw a dagger.
Crowbar.
At one of them.
Okay.
Did you just say crowbar?
You're missing your
You
crowbar.
bastard! I don't have that anymore.
I mean, we tried.
We did. It got copy killed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you toss that out in the hallway, and you hear the click of the depression of the plate, and you hear this, like, crack of metal snapping, and you can see in the hallway these little, like, razor-thin blades just kind of pop out of the wall, and there's only, like, a sliver, like a pinky's width worth of blades sticking out. It seems like the mechanism has broke. On the tips of the blades, you see dried blood.
Like old blood?
Yeah. Yeah, it's not fresh. It's dried old blood.
So did they come out like this, or did they come out like this?
They came out horizontally about waist high.
Like they would have done this kind of deal?
Yeah, because she was sliced in half.
Yep.
Well, she could have been sliced in half like this.
It was definitely...
Or like this.
They're
Blades
coming
are
out
just
horizontal.
Oof.
It seems that they are broken.
Okay.
That's good to know, but it doesn't mean that they weren't there. So I don't think this is him messing with me.
Okay, Shiloh. Stay here. In the present. Don't let the past rattle you. But it is a good thing.
Good to know.
Good to know. Don't be scared. You were alone last time, right?
I guess so.
You're not alone now. And Echo is really smart.
I don't want any of this happening to you. To any of you.
Of course, but it can't be helped. You let us know when you have a memory. And until then, we will be the cautiousness.
Okay.
Okay, Ivan's gonna take out his shield and like slowly inch over to where that mechanism was,
Okay.
or where he thinks it would have been, and kind of like put more pressure on it to see if it does anything.
As you push down on it, you realize that it is depressed as far as it will go, and it does indeed seem like the mechanisms in the wall have rusted away or long since broke. And when it was triggered, it snapped whatever it was that moved them behind the walls.
Okay, so this seems to be safe for now.
Should maybe still send copy. Can either be too short or fly over.
We have no idea what kind of things could happen. Something could fall from the ceiling. You could get caught in a net.
True.
Copy kind of fluffs up and caw caw caw.
Translation?
Mentally you get, I can do it, it's fine.
You okay?
I don't want this bird dying.
I'm okay.
I'm asking for consent now. I'm not just telling him to do shit, so.
Hey, listen, we didn't realize that there was like a whole wait. We can give you consent. Like oh shit, we should have been giving him consent the whole time. We're bad people.
Oh god, yeah, like
You had no idea. I was like, you're a person.
well, I mean, a little bit because they are technically like the creation of a spell. They're like a kind of a magic spirit type
Right,
thing,
yeah.
but also like I didn't realize that, like
Sentient.
that was like legit getting to him too. It's like, I'm crushing your soul. I didn't want to do that, so I'm not gonna do that anymore.
I'm okay. I've got this.
Alright. So does the hallway go this way and this way?
Yes, it goes both directions.
I would like him to check out the opposite direction of the trap.
Okay. And are you seeing through Copy's eyes?
Yes.
Okay. So Copy flaps up, and you see a little more perk than earlier. Copy's kind of fluttering and flying
Copy,
rather than.
you can come back if you get scared, okay?
So yeah, Copy flies off, and the hallway goes to the left only about 20 feet before getting to a swingy door that is left open. And Copy flies in, and there's a kitchen area.
Okay. Is it like kind of big?
Yeah, it's a pretty large kitchen. It looks like it's for preparing royal meals. Like it's a large kitchen. Lots of cauldrons, kind of in a row, and then countertops, and it actually looks like it's been used.
Like recently?
There's no like mess in the kitchen, but it does look like it's clean and not like there's no
It's not
dust.
dusty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been used.
But I don't see anybody in there.
Nope, nobody in there.
Okay, I'll have him go the opposite way again.
Okay, so he circles around and comes through the hallway, and then continues. Continues through the hallway. And comes around where the hallway kind of curves back towards where the room is at, and there's a large double door that is currently closed.
Like past our room?
Yeah. Like the hallway continues on, and then it kind of turns 90-degree angle turns, and then there's these massive large double doors.
Does it look safe for him to land?
There's plenty of floor right in front of the door that Copy could land.
Yeah, but like, I mean, Echo wouldn't really know what to look for if they're not a fucking rogue. I'm not a fucking rogue. I'll see if he can land and like maybe try and look under the door.
Okay.
Just kind of like plop his little head down and like look.
Yeah. Kind of positions the head to where the eye is like right underneath. There's a good 2-inch gap between the floor and the top or bottom of the door.
It just goes like completely belly down.
Okay. And you're able to see through Copy's eyes, you're able to see that there is a massive dining room just past the door. There are candelabras, several, like probably 15 on this massive long table that are laid around the table, and the table looks like it's set without food. Like there's utensils and
Ready
plates,
for-
but no food.
Alright, I'll tell him to come back and then pull out. Not sure where on map, but kitchen, one way, dining room, other. Don't know if exit. Came for dinner.
We can still try to leave.
not leaving. We are going to finish the task that we came here to do.
Which is?
Kill fucking Strahd!
Have dinner. We did not come here to kill Strahd. We came here to have dinner.
I came here to kill Strahd.
We're gonna punch him with our words, remember, Ivan, not our fists.
I think we were way past words at this point.
We did a number earlier. Made him retreat to his coffin.
Yeah, to be fair, he started this fight.
Yes.
Not wrong.
It's true.
And I'm not eating any of his dinner. As
Fuck
his stomach
no.
is like...
Should get dressed.
Yeah,
I want to get blood on my fancy clothes.
we'll get them fixed.
Mm-hmm.
I just assumed that was in the stream.
The ghost of a child runs screaming across the hallway.
No, no, no! Oh, God!
Oh god.
Strahd, you dick! Kids is where I draw the line!
Yeah.
Do we
Get
know
dressed.
if dinner's soon? Riki looks down at like their comfort armor.
Comfort armor?
You have your comfort smell. Let me enjoy my 18 AC, okay?
Vikings are very clean! It is a good musk! It's a manly musk!
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Riki.
Now what?
Ivan, is that your stomach?
Could be. Still not eating his food. Are we going to get stressed?
I think so. Remind me what Riki's fancy clothes looked like again?
They are blue, like the velvet,
Ooh, yeah.
with like the flower, the floral
Oh, yeah. Because plants.
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 Motherfucking foliage.
Fuck yeah. Well, I kind of kicked our door in. Now.
Oh no! All the people that are going to see you! I'll wait outside.
Aww.
I'll take myself out.
Fuck this shit, I'm out!
Oh, Ivan.
I mean, Echo's covered with feathers. I don't know that they have a ton of modesty. You know?
I'm just gonna wait out here. Ivan has no modesty.
Okay. So you all change into your fancy clothes in this bedroom with the fire running.
I imagine, especially since it takes... because I'm sure there's some kind of spat between Ivan and Shiloh about coming in and leaving and that sort of thing and, you know, averting your eyes. I am certain that something's going to happen regarding that.
Ivan's outside.
About
He's in the hallway.
switching... I don't know.
You just stressed out there. He got undressed in the middle of the street.
It's true. He got naked in the middle of the street.
He took his shirt off. He
right.
didn't get naked.
Tried to get naked, and then we're like, Ivan.
If Echo finishes before like the rest of people, they pull out the mirror and just kind of look at it.
Okay. Yeah, it's a mirror.
The just kind of thinking about things.
Okay.
That's it.
As you're staring into the mirror and thinking of things, the swirly twirly.
Really twirly.
Is that the technical term?
Try and
twirly.
make it so
Bingle
like
bangle,
evil.
jingle jangle, swirly twirly, yes.
So evil and so cute.
The swirly mists that you've seen in it before that match Strahd's, you see a familiar sense, and it seems to be reminiscent of the swirly twirly that you saw that made up the humanoid shape and the dark tentacles. So less misty and more swirly twirly void.
I kind of noticing this and real quietly just powers.
Y'all are so nice to each other. It's not even funny. I don't even know what's going to happen at this point. Y'all can fight it out. That's all I'm saying. So,
I don't even know what's going on in the chat.
Yeah.
you all change, and Echo, you kind of notice that about the mirror.
I'm looking at. I'm like powers very quietly.
Nothing happens. It just continues to kind of swirl around in there. But you notice that it's now that you've seen that void. You're like it's definitely they're too similar. Too much of a coincidence.
Does it look like it has changed, or am I just now recognizing
You're
it
just
as
now
dark
recognizing
powers
it
instead
as
of?
that. Yes.
So nothing is different about the mirror.
Correct. It hasn't changed. You're just able to perceive it more clearly.
Gotcha.
And you finish changing into your fancy clothes. What would you like to do?
Fancy clothes.
I just want to point out
When's the next break? Because I want to pie you in the face. I mean,
that
You already pied me in the
She
face.
said she wanted it. I heard it.
yeah, she wants to be pied in
she
the
wanted
You want
face.
pied in the face.
No,
She
I
said
said
she was
I
gonna
want to
take
pie
one
you
for
in
you.
the face again.
She's
Can we
taking
do
one
like
for
an
the team.
extra?
No,
Like,
Mom's turn is next because she has to go to bed
Oh,
early.
yeah, I know,
And
but-
then Kevin, and that's it. Only 4. Unless we raise more money. If we hit a $4,000 goal today, then sure. I'll let you pie me again.
Tell your friends.
Oh my gosh, that's a
wait,
lot
when
of
is the
money.
next break?
That was the point.
When is the next break?
Probably pretty soon here, in about 15, 20 minutes maybe.
Okay.
Shiloh makes sure that she still has the belt on. She does wear the pants that came with her outfit this time.
Okay.
Pants. It's what the boys want.
Oh my god.
Not usually what the boys want. Apparently, Ivan just really likes his women.
Ivan wants
completely
practicality!
covered.
He wants practicality, okay?
Oh. No, I did a thing. Stay.
What boys want. I know what boys like. Boys like pants.
Which way do we go? Do we go to the dining hall or do we go to the kitchen? I guess the dining, right?
Yeah, let's make a mess the entire way there.
Knocks over a vase. Just
Yeah.
Casually.
Yeah, anything that's knockable, fuck that shit on the way over.
It's probably our food. It's fine.
Hey, Strahd, where are you, bitch boy?
Yeah, you're knocking over vases that are...
Somebody's at the door.
It's our food. It's fine. They'll leave it at the door. When they're
Shiloh,
gone, you can open the door
throw
and
this
bring
one.
the food in.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I throw whatever Ivan handed me.
Smashing an empty vase against the wall.
Doesn't that feel good? Here's another one.
Do you throw?
Smashing against the wall. So you get to the double doors, and you're standing there at the double doors.
Do you want to kick these two?
Didn't hear you, DB.
It's probably a little too rude to keep kicking things.
Fuck this place. I'm kicking.
I mean, yeah.
And we all just like stride in slow motion.
Bitch boy, we're here.
Ivan, are you trying to kick the door open?
Yeah.
Roll a strength check, please.
16?
A 16. Yeah, it's like kicking a brick wall.
Okay, Shiloh, this is why you should do it. You're stronger.
I'm just gonna open the doors.
Shiloh, you actually, even with the giant belt or belt of giant strength, you have to kind of like shove these doors. They are heavy. As one of them creaks open.
Fuck.
Ass doors, man.
Oh, and revealing a dining room with a long table. It's probably about 50 feet long. It's rectangular, so it's, 50 feet long and like 5 feet wide. And there are chairs set up around it, and a tablecloth that's draped over the long end of it. And on the edge of the tablecloth, it's a white linen tablecloth. There is this massive blood stain kind of on the cloth. And there are plates and knives and forks and goblets set up. There's 4 of them, and then there's a chair at the far end of the table that is facing towards you.
I'm just staring at the blood.
Is there anything that can obvious source for the blood? It's just there. Is it like under plates and stuff?
It's not like liquid and
it
it's
old
dried
stain
out.
type?
Oh, it's an old stain?
Yep.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Okay, gotcha.
What an asshole.
Not very clean.
Sirenscape is on it with the timing.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
I love it.
Not very sanitary.
We came in looking all nice, and then
Old tablecloth.
It's a threat.
Yeah, we could be a threat too.
We already dead. What the fuck else you gonna do to
Well,
us?
Guess whose blood that is?
Strahd's?
No, mine.
Of course it is. I was just being the facetious again.
Yep. And apparently it was in this body. Hooray!
What?
I'm guessing this was the last time he killed me.
I'm gonna fart in his chair. I'm doing it.
As you take a step towards the chair, the candelabras all begin to light up, and a stiff breeze fills the room as the mists kind of boil and tremble around and fill up the chair as it's swirling around, and Strahd is sitting there in the chair.
You have
And-
a good nap.
This is where we're going to take a quick break. So, if you will give me a second, we're going to do a pie in the face before we do the break. And so if
Let
you want to
me-
do an announcement,
Yes.
I will get the pie.
Somebody come
ready.
get your boy Ivan before he just snaps.
She'll grab you before you can get all the way over there.
Yeah, you're just gonna be like, oh, okay.
So,
Waiting for you all fucking afternoon.
So, if you didn't know, and a good way to support the show is to actually buy merch on thenerdasylum.com/store. We have a bunch of really awesome stuff. We have posters. You can get a poster from Barovia Beckons, as you can see in Joe's background. You can get this beautiful Echo shirt that our very own Star is wearing.
And I painted.
Yep, Star actually painted that. Goodness gracious.
Are you okay?
I'm having hiccups. I'm getting stressed.
Oh no.
You can also see the Sunrunners and the Hoarding Around poster in Joe's background. Some of my favorite items that I actually wear now is from the Nerd Asylum. There's this awesome hoodie that says roll with it, and it's so soft and it's so warm, especially right now because it's getting cold out there, guys. We also have the Suddenly Doug shirts. And I think they're also in hoodie form now too, which is great because they're super cute. And
Okay.
if you didn't know this,
See here.
but Doug is drawn by our very own Dungeon Master Joe. I didn't know that for the longest time, but now I do.
Oh, you drew Doug on there?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's so cute.
Are you? And yeah, so please check out the nerdasylum.com/store. Get your pie.
Okay. All right.
Take off your headphones.
Take your headphones
Oh,
off.
yes, sorry. I'm just gonna clear this out. Make sure that's clear. Get that out of the way.
I don't,
All right.
don't want your headphones getting ruined.
Whenever you're ready.
Is
Make
it,
sure I'm on
this is
camera. Okay.
this is his wife.
I am on.
The best one.
Savage!
Yes.
She knew exactly what she wanted to do.
Yeah.
This is actually shaving cream, by the way, because we're out of Ready Whip.
Oh
No!
Can you grab
Hold on, I
the
need-
mouse? Because I can't right now.
Yes.
Click on
Joe,
right
look over
there.
here.
What?
Joe, honey.
This?
Right there.
no! Joe!
I need a
There you go.
screenshot
Headphones
this.
in. He doesn't have his
No,
headphones.
yeah, look, just stay there.
He looks like fucking Jack Frost
In
or
the hair,
something.
yep. So we have one more pie to do later tonight. It'll also probably be a shaving cream pie because I'm out of Ready Whip, but that's all right. So we have one more to do. Stick around. We'll be right back after these this quick break, probably about 10-15 minutes. It's like shaving cream and Ready Whip. Ugh.
Okay, we're going to press pause.
You're gonna click on the commercial.
What's commercial? Oh, this
Yep,
one?
that one right there. So we'll be back in just a little bit, and make sure you're hydrating and you're stretching.
Yes.
Go ahead. Welcome back. Thank you for sticking around with that break of ours. So we're in Castle Ravenloft. Our adventurers have wandered through the castle, outside the castle, and found their way to the dining room. And Strahd made a grandiose appearance as he now sits at the head of the table, and you all are standing there, mouth agape.
I don't know about Mouth the Gate.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
More like this bitch.
This bitch.
Shiloh's holding me back.
No, she's not. You're like handing her your braid. And you're like, Shallow, hold me back. Shallow, hold me back, and she's not doing anything.
Really? No one's gonna stop me?
No,
we
she
all agree.
would.
Fuck this guy.
No, she would hold him
You
back.
motherfucker! I'm just like,
There's been too many death scenes in her head today. She holds you back.
okay.
Yes, we'll take a seat.
Okay, so you sit, and as your tushies hit the chair,
That's bitch.
the food magically just kind of populates on the dishes. And there is a nice cut of meat, some veggies that look kind of like asparagus or green beans, you're not quite sure. It actually looks very appetizing, like food from Faerun. Nothing you've seen like this in Barovia, but food from Faerun.
Joe,
Yes.
as I'm sitting here looking at this food, I am going to detect poison and disease.
Good.
Okay.
Good.
Yay.
So you cast that,
good.
and you detect no poison and no diseases in the food. In fact, something seems a bit off, but it's definitely not poisoned, and it's definitely not diseased.
So it still seems off, though.
Yeah, because you're casting that, there's something off about the kind of return that you get from that. You do know that you cast it successfully, and you do know that there's no poison and no decay or anything like that. But there's just something not quite right about that return. It just feels off.
Okay.
I smell really like watering.
First, at the first encounter, the food will be safe. Do not eat this food at the second encounter.
This is our second encounter, technically.
Yeah.
Last one did not have food.
Well, yeah, but still, don't exactly trust it.
Echo's not even sure if they're hungry. They're dead.
Yep.
Ivan's definitely feeling the hunger. It's been hours since he ate.
It's been a while.
Strahd reaches forward and grabs a glass and lifts it up. And it's just sitting there with the glass kind of ready to drink, and he's looking at all of you.
I will pick up the glass, I guess.
Ivan picks up the glass.
I was just expecting you to take it and then, like,
Oh,
turn it
yeah.
over.
He's just about to just drop it on the floor. Oops.
As you pick up your empty glasses and you lift them up, you see that they are now about 3/4 of the way full of what looks like pretty good wine.
Ah, magic. He drops it.
As you drop it, it begins to fall and the wine begins to spill out, and then it stops. And you see Strahd has lifted up a single finger, and he twirls it, and the glass resets on the table.
With the wine in it.
Yes.
Dead ass in the eyes! Just psh.
Same wine.
Like a fucking cat.
You toss it, and as it's flying away from you, it stops. And he twirls his finger, and it resets on the table. And he's just sitting there.
Someone not doing their job. He meant to do.
Yeah, you dick.
Yeah, we got beef now.
We didn't have beef before.
Well, I mean, we got juicy secrets.
No, it wasn't beef. It was wolf meat.
It was wolf meat.
Sure.
Okay.
We're just going with it now.
Yeah, we have wolf meat with you.
Fair enough, I have been messing with you. What grievance would you like to air?
You have job. And you're not doing it.
Yes, of course not.
Fucking with the balance of everything.
What do you think's gonna happen if you don't?
If I refuse to do my job long enough, then the balance will be tipped in my direction and chaos will ensue. I will be
Echo
free
kinda
from
puts
the
a-
Where would you get
chains.
such a ridiculous idea from?
Echo puts a claw on their glass. I lost the word, it was gone. When balance go too far and like slowly tips, like Ivan tips their cup off the side, everyone lose.
So as you tip the cup off the side, it also freezes and then resets.
I just
on the
like making
table.
him use his magic. Small inconveniences, you know. Everyone lose.
As you
Even
can
you.
see, the balance does not tip away from me while I'm here.
Maybe
And what
because
happens? Go ahead.
maybe because at wrong perspective to see it until too late.
Blinded.
By the light,
God
Thank
damn
you.
it, Joe.
Oh, you will be.
What were you gonna say, DB?
Fuck, I don't remember. Jesus.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
he continues to sit there and with his hand raising the glass and just kind of sitting on the table as if he's waiting.
Do you expect us to toast with you?
Toast or no toast, it is only right for the host to wait for his guests to drink first.
Oh.
I don't trust your shit, so you can just go ahead and drink your fucking wine or blood or whatever the fuck it is.
You see these
I say that as I
unnatural-
take a sip of my own drink.
As you blast that out and kind of feel that anger, you feel this compulsory need. I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw. As you see his brow unnaturally kind of grow, like the bones in the brow kind of grow and furrow down, and he reveals a slight tinge of anger in his face.
I have the icon of Ravenloft. I don't remember if the protection from good and evil is an attunement power.
I think it is.
Or was that before that? Because actually, I was trying to add that to my character sheet, and it won't fucking come up in D&D Beyond for some reason.
I wonder if perhaps it is not a item that is in D&D Beyond yet. It is specific to the campaign, I believe.
It is, but most of the things that are specific to it, like the
Should
Sun
be in
Sword.
there.
Yeah.
It's because people really wanted the fucking sun sword.
I mean, it's a great fucking item. Let's see.
Requires attunement by a creature of good alignment. So the item itself does require attunement. While within 30 feet of the icon, a creature is under the effect of a protection spell against friends. So no, the item itself carries the aura.
Okay, so then everyone, or at least especially Shiloh, has advantage on saves against things from undead and fiends.
Good, because the first one was an 8.
So yeah, that was the point I was trying to make, is you have advantage on this.
Yes,
Okay.
the item has the aura innate. It's just the ability to cast the augury, the bane
That's
of
what I was
undead, and cure
thinking.
wounds that needs attuned.
Okay. That's a 20, unnatural.
Okay. So you struggle with this as you feel your arm kind of reach out and grab the glass, and you're kind of shaking as you bring it up. And you're able to fight off to bring it to your lips and drink, but you feel that struggle, that like he is... Didn't hear you, Kat.
He's just like, stop it, she doesn't want to drink. Don't be a dick.
I wouldn't have to force the issue if you would just relax.
How are we supposed to relax? You've been trying to kill us for fucking weeks now.
If I had been trying to kill you, you'd be... Oh, wait. You already are.
Echo's
That's not
feathers.
new.
Echo's feathers just fluff up.
And what makes you think that I would ever take anything from you?
You have before, and I'm sure you will again.
Yeah, I've seen what happens when I'm around you. I gesture to...
As you're saying that, I need you to pay attention to your Discord.
Okay, I'm scared, Joe.
Hey,
Why?
you're the one who wanted amnesia, okay? I'm just saying. Don't blame me for your choices.
I fucking love it.
I just thought this would be a good campaign for it, and obviously it is.
Are you regretting it yet?
No, actually, I love it. Shiloh is regretting it.
We had a long rest. I'm gonna just...
Yay for long rests. Okay.
Okay, so as you're having that conversation, you are suddenly hit with a memory. And he smiles. Are we going to do this dance again?
I'm not that person anymore.
She's not that person anymore.
I'm in the hype, man.
That's babe.
A soul recycled will always be the same person, whether you remember it or not. And who are you to know who this person is? You barely even know them. Do you even know who you are?
I know who I am.
Really? And whose body is it you are traipsing around Barovia in?
Mine.
Is.
I've used it the longest.
Have you ever felt conflicted when making a decision?
Ivan in his head, yeah, all the fucking time. But does it matter?
Perhaps another personality is arguing with you. He gives up and he just takes a sip.
Why should we believe you anyways?
You have no reason to believe me, but do you have reason to doubt me?
Yeah, a lot.
Why?
You're a dick. You manipulate people. You hurt people. You like these things. You've been playing with us. This is
I have been playing with you?
Well, you said it yourself. If you wanted us dead, we'd be dead.
While I do enjoy a good drama now and then, I am not the one who brought you here, remember? Echo, you are
Took me a second,
practicing...
I was muted. But it is your incompetence that we were brought here for to fix.
He slams his fists down on the table and stands up, knocking the chair back behind him. You see the bony brows
Echo,
furrow down.
I just rolled to see if Echo flinches. I got a nat fucking 20. Echo does not give shit.
Poe's mad.
At that exact moment that he stands up, knocks the chair over, lightning crashes in the window behind you. And for a moment, you swear you see horns sticking out behind him and wings. And then he's back to his old self and he settles and... Yes.
Such a temper.
You have...
Over the truth, even.
You do have an idea of my temper.
Who King Caius?
He kind of gets a twinge of, like, emotion in his face. That name... I have not heard that name nor seen that person for a very long time. Why do you bring it up?
Never learned who was. Mentioned in your journal.
Mentor, as it were, from long ago.
Thought that was Rahadin.
Dean, my mentor? No.
That's what it says in Sergei's journal.
When you mention Sergei, the lightning strikes again, and you see that form where it's almost demonic, that contorted figure.
Fucking Sirenscape. Perfect timing. Oh my god.
Oh,
My brother is no longer allowed to roam these lands. Do not bring his name in my presence again.
Seems like Sergei and I were pretty decent friends before.
Sergei seems to be like the lot.
You
better
say it
brother
again,
than you.
and the
Yeah.
lightning
Yeah, we're all
strikes,
gonna keep going again.
Sergei seems like a lot better brother.
and he gets angry again, and this time you feel a bit of pain. I need you to roll another wisdom saving throw.
Do we still have advantage?
I mean, you've got that idol with you, so anytime you do the saving
Yeah.
throw from him,
It's for it's against charm spells and that sort of thing. That's protection from good and evil. Specifically says against charm spells and things like that. I actually think it's. I have it.
this is not particularly a charm spell that he is trying to do right now. But
Well, because it's not all spells. It's attack rolls and specific types of effects. Creatures of these types have a disadvantage on attack rolls. The target also cannot be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them. Oh, that
Okay.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I have the icon of Ravenloft. I'm just like, fuck you, I'm going to talk shit to you.
I stay.
Bird is mad.
so
I got an 18.
18? Okay. So you are going to take half damage,
Fuck.
and this is psychic damage as it's not a charm spell, so... where is it? Okay. You're going to take half of 25 psychic damage
Mm.
as you are racked with pain and flooded with memories, several actually, which is kind of what causes the psychic damage, of deaths. Various different ways.
Okay, give me 1 second.
You're fine.
So many deaths.
Yeah.
All at his hands, I'm assuming.
Some of them you don't see him standing there, but you assume that these are all from him, yes.
Ivan stands up. Stop it!
He just kind of sits there. Are we going to have our dinner? Or are you going to continue to yell at me and anger me?
You
Not
invited.
yelling.
What
You
did
invited us
expect?
here.
What kind of fucking dinner did you expect from us? Honestly. Did you think we were gonna sit here and have a good day?
I invited you as guests and you're being quite rude.
You weren't
invited
even here
us
to open the door.
Do often attack guests and toy with them while
For
making
weeks?
their way?
Yes.
That's not very civil. Why should we be
And the
civil?
door was not open because you've killed my assistant.
Bitch had
Maybe-
it coming.
Maybe
Looks
not
over at
have,
guys like, did we do that?
maybe not have
Better
asshole.
assistant.
Maybe not have asshole for assistant.
Or someone that weak.
Well, you'll be happy to know that he is recuperating right now, up in his room.
Frat boy, buddy.
Perhaps I should reintroduce you, Riki. I heard you were the
Okay.
best of friends for a very long time.
You know, I've been coping okay, so no, thank you.
He has better friends now. They have better friends now. Sorry.
It's okay. It's either or.
Okay.
Riki goes and like knocks the wine off the table.
Just
What do you think?
We're a bunch of cats.
Yep.
You see him raise his finger and twirl it, and the wine
Good.
resets.
So, why did you invite us here?
To have a conversation and enjoy some food. You know, it took me a while to gather this much Faerun food. Please, enjoy yourselves.
if
He leans back.
if you could have killed us anytime and decided to toy, assume we can that this dinner has a specific purpose. You don't do things without a purpose.
Indeed.
He wants to talk, but he doesn't want to talk about what we bring to the table.
So what is it that you want to talk about, Strahd?
Thank you. I invited you here so that I could talk and you could
We would
listen.
listen.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck off.
Ivan just like,
I know you have been approached by several people already, and they have told you their side of the story. But what you do not know is the truth. I offer you simply an alternative route.
Oh, really? And what makes you think we would take any of that?
Well, to be fair, I don't expect you to. You haven't before. But perhaps the others.
Alright, what bullshit are you gonna throw on this table? Let's get it over
Plan
with.
to throw nothing on the table, Ivan.
Well, there's a lot of bullshit coming out of your mouth. I can only expect it to be on the table by the time this is done.
I do not
As he
appreciate
takes his
such
drink.
language in my presence. And he snaps
don't-
his fingers. I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw. With advantage because of the idol.
That was a good one.
Dirty 20, I think. Hold on. You said wisdom save?
Yep. With advantage.
yeah.
Did you roll with
Dirty-
advantage?
yeah. Dirty
Okay.
20.
Unfortunately, that's not enough to pass this.
Oof.
So as you're speaking back to him, he snaps his fingers and bits of flesh start to stick together on your lips, and then it just your mouth kind of disappears. Do I need to continue? Ivan, or will you sit there and show me some respect? Thank you. And he snaps his fingers again, and... Now please, enjoy this food. I spent a lot of time gathering it from your Fehrun. No one wants to eat.
Ivan's stomach is so loud all of a sudden.
It's not want, it's more of a...
Lost
Looks
appetite.
very good.
Lost appetite when found out dead.
Again, not
Faerun.
my doing. Your anger is directed in the wrong way.
Can be directed in multiple directions.
If you wish to split your fury and weaken it, sure. Spare some for me. It's fine. I do enjoy messing with you. But again, I am not the one who ended your lives before their time. The person you should really be mad at is Tatiana.
You didn't end my life.
I love
Over.
the timing of Sirenscape. Oh,
And over
God.
and over again.
If you stopped coming for me, I would stop fighting with you.
I don't fucking believe you.
You don't have to. He takes another sip. I'm using that as an excuse to drink my wine, by the way.
Ivan's gonna like take his cup, like sniff it.
Your cup is actually a very fancy wine goblet. It is made of gold and has very many inlaid jewels of all colors. You can assume it's probably worth a pretty penny in Faerun.
Yep, this is something we would definitely go Vikinging for.
How many hats does Echo have?
Oh, like, me as a person, I used to collect hats. Weird hats. I have a lot of hats.
And I have a lot of Harry Potter stuff.
And you have a lot of Harry Potter stuff. Okay, oops, there's a message, hold on.
I'm gonna taste this wine. Or whatever is in the cup.
Okay. As you drink your glass, and as you kind of look into it, you notice that yours is a golden color, and as you drink it and it touches your tongue, it brings back memories of some of the wine that your father lets you try for the very first time. Aww. It's a local wine made by one of your neighbors that you grew up with.
Ivan's very, very uncomfortable. Like, his face goes from I'm mad and stubborn to, fear. Where the fuck did you get this?
I did not kill your neighbors, if that's what you're asking. It was offered as a gift. All I had to do was mention your name.
Twitch. Ivan is just clenching the cup and just puts it down, just trying not to go into a rage. Really trying not to go into a rage.
Not going to give us your side?
Was just waiting for you all to calm back down. I am a gracious host. He smirks.
You just removed my friend's mouth. Sure, you should not be calming down?
If your friend was not disrespecting and talking over me, I would not have to do such things.
Respect is earned.
I have done plenty to earn respect
Oh.
in my homelands.
Ooh, good for you.
Please.
No, you've ruled a land in fear.
Prevented others from passing on.
He snaps his fingers in. You see that, fire in his eyes. I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
God damn it.
Just keep pissing him off. Can't handle when people have alternate opinions.
Natural 20.
Okay. So you feel that
I
stickiness
gotta add this. Jesus.
kind of
20.
get there, and then you shake it off and kind of are able to ignore that. But you definitely feel like that was about to happen. And you kind of get this flash in your head, like you've been through that before and you knew what, like, okay, this is, and you kind of just shook it because of that.
Your tricks don't work on me.
Perhaps not that one anymore, but I have so many. Do not test my patience. You are here for my good graces. I could dispose of you, but what fun would that be? Especially before you learn the truth.
None of us wanted to be here.
Again, that was not my decision.
Then tell
Oh
us
no, he has
why.
a point.
Tell us why.
Your friend, Tatiana, believes that you, as a group, might have the power to vanquish me. Believe me, I cannot be vanquished. Many have tried. Again with Sirenscape with the
So good.
timing. A flash of lightning flashes as he finishes that, and you see like these ethereal, they look solid, but they also look like translucent figures of all manner of like adventurers, sizes, shapes, heights, races, classes. Like hundreds of them just line up behind him in the flash of the lightning, and when the lightning settles, they're gone. I believe this one, and he points at Shiloh, has also tried many times and failed. In fact, since you've been in Barovia, what exactly have you accomplished? And he leans back, kind of a smug grin on his face. You have sown chaos into the werewolf packs up north, decimated
Wasn't
the...
us.
Removed a leader unfit.
No,
That was
wasn't-
me.
That was what? This is like what?
You did not share this with your friends, did you? Perhaps I should sit back and let you discuss this.
Did not before, and Echo kind of like glances over. Did not before, and pulls out the mirror. Used mirror, killed Kirill.
You threw a mirror at him?
No, the mirror brings assassins to whomever they do a command to kill.
He
turned
like
Echo.
snaps his neck over to her. And you knew about this?
I didn't know that they summoned one to kill Kirill. I know that they tried to summon one for King whatever's fuck his name was.
Looks back and directly at fucking Echo. What the fuck?
Riki,
He looks at Riki. Did you know about this?
right before Ivan catches your attention, you see Strahd just smiling and sitting back like this is the most relaxed you've seen him so far, and just a big, genuine smile as he's watching this conversation go
Echo's kind of watching Ivan, but also because, you know, sideways eyes, but also keeping an eye on Strahd.
You also notice that he is kind of sit back and relaxed and enjoying this.
Echo, you.
I spear one of the green bean things with my fork and just flick it at it.
Go ahead and, you know what? Go
I
ahead
will
and
roll
roll a
for it.
ranged attack, yeah.
Fuck yeah.
You killed a guy? I mean, it's not like that person was a bad or good person, but
Did not think,
16.
honestly, did not think would work.
And also, Ivan, you wanted to kill him anyway.
I wanted to kill him. And, you know, when we had a proper hierarchy for these werewolves, Strahd is right. That would just cause chaos. And now with Victor gone, side-eye, to Strahd,
Why are you looking at me?
because everything is your fault.
I am often accused of things, but that was
If it
also
wasn't
not
you-
me.
Oh, then who was it?
That bitch Fiona!
He smiles wryly as he snaps his fingers, and a familiar figure comes from the shadows behind him with a poofy dress, looking much paler than before. But all the arrogance of that chest and the nose up, she walks forward. You can see 2 fang marks in her neck. She will not be doing anything without my permission anymore. Oh, and Kirill is not gone entirely either. And again, you hear thump, thump.
We never
thump.
actually saw Kirill.
We don't know who Kirill is.
We know who he is.
We just don't know what he looks like.
A massive 7-foot-tall, burly werewolf comes from the shadows behind Strahd as well. You can assume this is probably Kirill.
So, someone who wanted to be in your good graces summoned something to kill somebody who was important to us. And, oh, that's not your fault, but it seems like you don't have control of your people.
But also, removing you and taking new control and doing your job would remove all of this.
Yeah.
Again, many have tried. If you think yourself capable, I would entertain the idea of a vacation.
So, why won't you let Sergei out? Is it because he's one of the few people that can actually defeat you?
That traitorous son of a bitch! And he slams his fist on the table. Do not mention his name in my castle again.
Is he a traitorous son of a bitch because he stole your woman who wasn't interested in you?
Precisely! And he stands up, and Kirill has
Ivan
moved
also
forward.
stands up.
Yeah, so does
Ivan stands up.
Philo.
He's like, "Let's go, bitch! Let's all just calm down. Everyone, just calm the fuck down."
And it gets pretty tense there for a second, as Kirill has moved forward and is on the left-hand shoulder of Strahd, and you see Fiona has kind of taken a dainty but hostile stance. He takes a breath.
Just
Sits down.
talking, right, Strahd?
Just talking, yes. You are quite irritating, you bunch. Motions
who
for
invited us for dinner.
Kirill and Kira and Fiona to back off, and they kind of retreat. You can still see them, but they're in the shadows. It was Sergei who stole her from me.
She's her own woman? She makes her own fucking decisions.
Yes, she is her
Consent.
own woman, making her own decisions. And you would think that a cleric of Lathander would not be so into charm spells, enchantments, brainwashing.
I'm sorry, are you saying that Tatiana brainwashed your brother?
No, he's saying Sergei was using charm spells and shit.
That is what he is
Interesting.
implying, yes, Echo.
Yeah.
Interesting. So, because a woman doesn't want you, obviously she's being charmed. It's not because you're an arrogant asshole.
I was not always like this, and you are being facetious again. It is alright. Calm down. We are just here to talk, Kirill. If I need you, I will say so. You are always coming at me with such attitude. It irritates me. And he kind of, you see him getting agitated, and it looks like he's kind of thinking back and remembering all the times that he has had to handle you. Your obsession with my brother has clouded your mind. He sits
Side-eye. Whoa! It's Mr. Steel Girl.
Listen, I am not going to kill you again. It's just so boring here.
Then go back to Faerun. Let this place go back.
I cannot return to Faerun. I am bound. And he lifts up his arm, and you see the exact same tattoo you all have swirling around on his wrist.
Then do your
Echo's
fucking
feathers go from
job.
fluff to down real quick.
Do your job. You have been doing this for how long now?
I
Do
will
you
not
honestly feel
feed into
stronger?
its power any longer. I refuse to give it more.
Because you think you're going to be getting that power.
Okay. We've all had jobs that we fucking hate. All of us. But we do them. And maybe
Passes
just do
time.
your fucking job, and then you could, I don't know, talk to them, get out of it,
Did you
whatever.
not hear me? I refuse to give it more power than it has now. I was feeding it unknowingly.
What
It's-
is it?
You have met it, have you not?
The powers?
He nods over at Echo.
What about it is so upsetting? Are you just mad that there's something stronger than you?
It is not just stronger than me. It seeks to destroy everything. It feeds on the souls that I give it. And with enough power, it would be released from the void.
Oh, so this is good guy Strahd just saving the day for everybody.
By blocking the tunnel.
However you want to see it. Believe me, don't believe me. It's inevitable that the cycle will continue, because I choose to do so.
So release the souls that are here now.
Release them into the powers.
Back to where they belong, Faerun.
Kiro, shut the
got
fuck up!
Someone clip that, please.
Wow! Whoa! I need that as a ringtone. What the hell?
Yeah.
Woo!
I want that forever. Someone, please, God, clip that.
Let the souls go back to Faerun, where you got them from.
Pass
Let them
on.
go where they're supposed to
Into what?
be. The afterlife, wherever it is that they go when they die.
That... He kind of rubs his forehead. Oh, you ignorant fools know nothing of Barovia. There is no afterlife. This is the afterlife. You are reborn into Faerun. Into a vessel. If I just let these souls out, they would take over. There would be undead infestations everywhere. And if I dispose of them, let them move on, they go into the void, feeding these powers.
Is he lying?
Roll
How
an
much
insight.
of this is true?
Yeah, I really, I want to roll
Ah.
insight, but like, Jesus, I don't think we have the DC at all
Probably
to
not.
even, like,
That's
pretend.
I'm not going to stop you from trying, so if you would like to roll an insight, go for it.
I want to try.
This guy.
Nope.
20.
18.
12.
The highest I can get with a nat 20 is a 25.
The highest I can get is a
Same.
21. Yeah.
Yes, but a nat 20 would net you something. Unfortunately, nobody nat 20'd, so you're not able to get anything out of him at this point. You can't tell if he's feeding you line a bowl or if he's genuine.
If souls have always gone to the void, to the powers, then why is not what changed? Have they always been there? Did they appear? Or are you convincing us that the natural order is bad?
He kind of nods at that last sentiment. The deities of long, long ago sealed the old gods away. This is some form of escape plan, I assume. I was conned into this position.
Were you?
No, he wasn't. The whole fucking reason he did this was because he wanted Tatiana. He couldn't get Tatiana, and now here we fucking are.
Well, that's what happens when you make deals with genies.
I am not the only one in this situation anymore. And it appears that one way or another, this will end soon. Whether it is the ultimate destruction of what we see as reality, or a long nap and rest for me.
Probably that.
I wish you so much luck. What do you call yourself now, Shiloh? Please, eat.
We're not eating your fucking food.
Ivan's eating his food.
God damn it!
He's hungry!
Do I see anything of note, like anything that's like recognizable or something? Like, because Ivan clearly had something from his past. I don't know if like.
Yeah. As you look into your goblet, if you're looking at your food, you look into the goblet and you see what looks like a wine that Justinia would regularly share with you, as well as a family recipe that Justinia used to make quite often. Riki, it's the same with you. You recognize this as a glass of wine that is familiar to you, and the food on your plate is something that you're fairly familiar with. Shiloh, you look at yours and you're like, it could be at some point, I'm sure. And then you're hit with another memory.
Oh, good. It's my own flesh on the table. Great.
That would be some dumb shit he'd do.
He's feeding myself to
Some wacky
me.
horror shit. Jesus.
Not meatloaf again. Oh man, Joe.
I can't type fast enough, I'm sorry. You're having this
No,
vision
it's fine.
instantly, your memory popping in.
Yeah. Oh, this bitch.
So, that is the memory that's like hits into your head as you look down at the food.
So last time you saw me, what did you call me?
I think last time you called yourself Umberia.
Dumb name.
I did not name you, you are not my child.
Thank God for that.
Echo flutters a little bit.
Are you cold?
He doesn't cut it, he just kind of stabs it, puts it on.
Well, this has been enjoyable, I suppose. At least this time I wasn't cut off so much and attacked viciously and disgraced at my dinner.
There's still time.
In
There's
fact,
definitely still time.
someone is finally eating at my table again. It's been So long since I've had gracious guests, and I thank you for that. In fact, I wish to grant you something as a thank you. He stands up from his chair. I shall let you investigate on your own, and I promise I will leave you alone.
No, we do want to fight you after the night.
Well, you can certainly bring the fight back to me, but I will not seek you out.
I just had that was weird because I did the exact same thing for my group. The exact same thing.
No, we're definitely gonna fight. That's happening.
Yes, well, I hate to spoil the evening.
I
It's
have
been
more questions.
so nice. Well, you've been very gracious, Ivan. I will answer one. He's standing at the table at this point, with his hands kind of on the edge of the table, and he has a genuine look of excitement, and, like, he looks invigorated, like...
Gross. Like puts down his meat forks thing. Just. You were mentioning my body.
Yes.
Share, because I doubt my mother will.
Share your body?
No! Fuck no!
Ivan, that is a joke you would make. I got you. He smiles. I know what you mean.
Jesus guy.
Your soul is recycled, but the body is not yours, yes? You wish to know whose body it is?
Yes. Thing.
If it makes you feel better, it
Probably
was
not.
empty when you were put in.
Kinda doesn't.
The soul that occupied that body now resides in Krezik.
Why?
I believe he shares your name. And he smirks as he begins to turn into mist.
Strahd.
You hear the voice, yes, Echo, as he's kind of fading into the mist.
Are you aware who Justinia is?
There's a long, awkward silence.
I almost think he's gonna just like leave and ignore me for a second.
Would
And
be something he does.
he does kind of fade out into the mist, and you think for a quick second that perhaps he might.
Hey Joe. Hey Joe.
Yeah?
Someone called lightning.
Ah.
On Strahd.
Gord says hello, Strahd.
Yes.
In fact, let's call some more lightning on the other two bitches standing right next to him.
Okay. I'll let you go ahead and redeem those points, and then we'll play that out.
You must provide a position.
Oh, Echo, you're gonna hate them for that, though.
I'm not gonna get the answer now, am I?
You hear his voice ring out as the lightning from outside bashes through the massive window behind him, the massive circle window, smashes through and hits the mist, the form of him as it's changing to mist. It hits, and as he's saying the answer, this lightning strikes, and you hear that crackle and that pop and that as two more branch off and hit the dog boy and Fiona. And Dog Boy and Fiona are launched out the window from the lightning.
Is that another one for Strahd?
Apparently, yeah.
Yeah, you guys all saved up all your points for tonight, huh?
Sure, you bet you damn we did. That even makes sense.
That's fine. The lightning crackles and pops, and you can see that the entire mist that he is transformed into is electrified, and you can hear the popping and the crackling as he is taking that damage as it leaves, and the wind behind it, kind of from behind where the broken windows are at now, blow the candles out, and you hear, "Fuck, god damn it, fuck, motherfuck," as it recedes.
From Strahd?
Yeah. He is not happy. He's cursing, and the last thing you hear, it is very evident that he is in pain, is, fucking ruined a goddamn evening.
Mischief accomplished.
As it
Echo.
echoes through and into the dining hall, leaving you
Echo
all standing
comes
there by yourself.
back up from under the table where they had ducked. Wasn't me.
Yay, Cord!
Was you?
I prayed for it.
Okay.
He hurt me.
Good enough for me.
I'm gonna sit down and pick up my wine glass that goes, "Punk ass bitch," and take a drink.
Yeah, I may or may not eat some of the food.
It's
So
actually
hungry.
kind of good.
After Echo can hear again, they're gonna like very quietly also eat their food.
Okay. You are restored, and it feels like your stomach is filled, and then like it branches out, like you can feel like almost this pulse of like blood coursing through your veins that you hadn't really noticed that was missing, but now you feel almost like there is a difference between death and life, and you kind of feel a little bit alive.
Like we hadn't realized how dead we felt until now.
Right.
That's dark.
And mechanically, you may try to summon Strahd with your donations, and I will do my best, but Strahd has been quote-unquote defeated, and he will not be able to reappear for 24 hours as he is regenerating in his coffin right now.
Let's go get that bitch ass in his house! Upstairs now! Let's go ask where his fucking crib is and let's get his ass!
Oh.
I still want to look for Sergey.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
I also think that you all should know.
Wait,
Several memories.
hold on.
Oh, okay. I'll wait until. Oh no!
What?
How did that happen?
Got stuck in my chair, the dog jumped over it, pulled it out.
I think it's important that you all should know that Strahd and I had this exact conversation before.
He tried to convince you he not bad guy?
Yes. And then I got angry, tried to attack him, and he fed me to some ethereal zombies. Hell yeah.
Toxic narcissists always do what they can to make you think they not bad guy.
100%.
Like the flower?
Narcissus?
A toxic narcissist?
Narcissist. Someone who only think about themselves.
I feel like I should just keep saying Sergey's name. Maybe it hurts him while he's
Oh my
in
god, I
the
was so
coffin.
tempted. I was so tempted to just go Sergey.
We're all little shits. Sergey, nanny, nanny, boo.
So close.
So close, I was too. I was like, nah, go ahead, bitch. Sergey, you got a little name, hurt your feelings? Huh?
Sergey.
Can't be a coward.
Just so Mufasa.
But yes, we should definitely try and find Sergey in this building. And then fucking leave. Let's go to Tel Shallow, pick up my fucking armor so that I can fucking fight this bitch. Can't hear
I
you,
say we
cat.
find his crib. We should find his crib.
And do what?
I don't know, stake it or something. Set it on fire.
If that all it took, he would be dead already.
I'd imagine that he would probably not let anyone this close into his home, let alone his crypt area, but there's nothing he can do about it now. I think.
He still has Fiona and Wolf Boy.
Oh, fuck them.
Fiona
kill
may
them
be
too.
dead. She
Wolf
got
Boy,
flung out
maybe.
window. Wolf
So
Boy
did-
might
We'll
be
kill them again! The fuck do I care?
I
What
mean,
do I have to lose at this point? We have him now right here. It might not be as easy to get back.
Let's explore and try to find it first.
We don't need to try and find it. We can get the exact answer.
if we know exactly where that room is from here.
No, we just go back upstairs and ask one of the statues.
That's what I'm saying. We don't
How-
even know where we are compared to that room. I just imagine Strahd took that from us while we were all passed out.
The map, the little fucker. He unfurls the map.
You unfurl the map, and there is in blood scrawled a message that says, "No cheating."
Does it keep us from reading it?
Not as of right now.
Okay.
Looks like we're cheating,
Yeah.
bitch.
God, that timing!
Yeah,
Not
he's,
as
like,
of
over
right
here
now.
He's looking at this map, trying to see if he can, because it's not to scale, but try and get an idea.
Are there any other doors out of here?
Yes. So
Okay.
the big double doors that you came in and the table line up, and then there's that big massive window, and on the opposite sides, there's two doors.
And there's not an organ in this room.
No.
Was there an
Can we-
organ in the chapel where we were hearing the music coming from?
No.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll me a perception check, though. And now that you're actually looking and that's on your mind, the DC is only 15 on this now.
Can I also have copy listen?
This is more of a visual thing, but you can have
Oh,
copy
it's a
look.
visual? Okay, yeah. Cool. I got a 11 and copy got a rolled a 14. That's a 17 because he's got perception.
Okay, so you don't really notice anything other than the doors, and this dining hall looks like it's been used, but not. It's not in a very good state. But Copy jumps up off your shoulder and flies up into the darkness, and you can kind of see Copy there, and lands on this something that's up in the rafters, and then a lightning strike happens outside, illuminating this metal pipe that Copy is landed on, and about center part of the room, there's this grate in the pipe. Copy just kind of hops up on it and then hops up on it and then flies back down to you.
I want to use Mage Hand
Okay.
and kind of pull on the grate.
Okay, as you cast your mage hand and it flies up there in skeletal form, grabs onto the grate, tries to pry it off. You feel it shift a little bit and then come off, and it falls right through the mage hand as it dissipates, and then clang clatters on the ground.
Copy. Want to go in?
Caw? And you get the mental, 4?
Thought that was what you wanted. Thought that was what you were insisting.
I just saw it. I don't want to go in it.
Okay.
I'll do it, I guess.
Well, let's find out where it goes.
Yeah, let's do that.
Does it seem to go through the walls, or is it
seems
kind of
to
go
kind
around?
of wrap around the room and then leave out through the walls. Yes,
Does it does it follow one of the two doors on the sides?
it kind of leaves each direction.
Okay.
So it travels through this room with the one grate and then kind of leaves the room above each of the doors.
Look at the party. Left or right?
We've been
Left?
going right, so I feel like we should keep going right.
Okay.
Sorry. I know you said left, but I was like,
It doesn't matter. Just switch it up. I don't care.
let's try. Let's try right.
If go to this side of room, that is right. That is left.
Depending on which way you're looking, yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Perfect.
If we're facing the window, go right. Okay. Let's go.
Okay. So you go through the door on the right, and it leads immediately to, as you open, a staircase that goes down about 15 feet, and you see 3 alcoves that have windows that look out over the landscape, and you can't really see anything other than the illumination from the lightning, and like the water dripping down on the windows.
Go down.
Can't tell what number that is. Why do they make these so small?
I know.
I think that's 36. No, that can't be a 36 because we're not even in that area. What is that?
Just send me the map, Joe. I could tell you.
Yeah, I'm sure you could.
So close.
Oh, okay, yeah. So in the center of the room, you see a coffin.
Wait. So we go downstairs and we see the coffin in the center of the room?
Right, in the center of the room is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet long and 15 feet wide. The staircase leads down into that. It's about 5 feet staircase that goes down about 15 feet. And then the 3 alcoves are surrounded by walls that come inwards towards you.
Is it like a straight staircase or a spiral staircase?
It's a straight staircase.
Does the coffin have any markings on it?
It's black wooden coffin.
I'm gonna.
Are there any other doors in this room?
Yeah.
Roll an investigation check, please.
Well, it's a 13. Rolled a 4.
No, you don't see anything. Nothing sticks out. You kind of walk cautiously around the room, keeping an eye on the coffin, and you don't see anything that looks like a door. Nothing along the walls looks like there's any levers or buttons.
Ivan just kicks the wall in frustration.
Roll me a strength check, please.
12 plus numbers. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Timing.
The lightning said in good lightning.
You kick a stone as you kind of get off the staircase, and it sails over the coffin and into one of the glass windows, kind of cracking it as it bounces back. And it rolls and kind of, you hear it kind of click back on the back side of the coffin.
Sorry, I got angry.
I guess find out who in here.
Yeah, fuck it.
Because
Ivan just walks in.
we didn't see the mist. We didn't see the mist go in here.
No, it went out the back door, the main door that you came in.
Might be this dumb bitch's freaking thing. Opens it.
Yeah, you peel the lid off, and there is a lining. There's nothing in it except for a lone handkerchief.
Pink? Is it pink?
It used to be white, but it was probably washed with reds.
Ivan's gonna take his little tankard
Yes, it's
that
pink.
has the alcohol in it, and he's gonna start pouring it all over this fucking bitch's goddamn shit.
As you do that, after you do that, I will just set it ablaze with firebolt.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So you set that coffin ablaze, and it burns quickly, and turns to ash.
Look, find a place to sleep now, bitch.
Yeah. High five. Now that that's done, is there anything else down here?
There's nothing else in this room that you can see.
Did not find anything. Other side?
I don't think we can burn anything of Kirill's that would make any sense, but we can also pee in there. That'll make him mad.
I could sprinkle holy water on his shit.
No. Pee.
They smell.
Definitely make him upset.
Pee
This
on
is where
his
he's.
stuff.
Yeah, that's what animals do.
I get
They
that.
mark their stuff by peeing, and if we pee on it, it's gonna make him mad. And then it's my stuff. I also have to pee.
Shiloh, just let him do it, and we'll just turn around, and then we can get it over with.
Okay. Oh, yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah. Okay.
Peeing on his shit because I didn't get to kill him. Looks over at Echo.
It's not your fault.
He's
not
technically,
dead.
yes, it is. Yeah, have another chance now.
Okay. So yeah, you traipse across the dining room into the other side, and as you open the door, you are hit with this pungent, wet dog and urine, and
Told you.
it's nasty in here. It's dank. It's moist.
It fuels me. Kirill, you son of a bitch! Literally.
Even you are gonna have to roll a Constitution saving throw, everyone.
Oh.
DC 15 to keep it down. Otherwise, you're
Plus
vomiting.
Okay,
3.
Well, that's nice.
Everyone's next to the
I,
paladin.
that's already have a natural 15.
But why doesn't it help me?
No, it does.
City rolls. It does,
Also,
but it's
we're all
not good
standing
enough.
next to you, so we should have that +3, eh?
Wait.
Yeah, that's what we're saying is
Don't forget,
Kaz didn't roll high enough.
if you would like to use it, you all still have an advantage on a skill check from the donation earlier.
Or a save.
Okay, I'm gonna do that because I nattied 1 that, and I don't want to throw up in this game.
Okay, there we go.
It's a 23.
Also a 23.
Okay.
22.
So
Oh wait, +3.
I got like
three
a
of you
21.
used
26.
your advantage, right? And Echo, you still have yours. You haven't used it. You didn't have to use it.
She hasn't used hers yet, no.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you're right. Because I suggested it for somebody. Sorry.
I
Kirill
totally
was out.
thought that was part.
I thought Kirill was showing up right here, right now. I haven't missed
I'm
all of
peeing
this
on
shit.
all this shit. Spelling his name out. Fuck you, and you. I'm peeing on your stuff, and I'm gonna pee on you. Wait, no, not that.
So yeah, you're hit by that smell and it's overwhelming, but you're able to keep it down, and you're able to see that in this room, there's not a whole lot other than a pile of hay in one corner, and these massive claw marks all over the stone in here. There is a window to your right as you're coming in the door, on the, I guess that would be north, eastern wall. Same side of the wall as the big, massive, circular window that he was thrown out of.
Oh, sorry.
And it is ajar. It's open.
I'm pissing all over here. On all the things. I'm just gonna make my way around.
Downtown, walking fast.
No,
Pace is past
I
now.
walk fast. I'm gonna get into my fancy clothes. That's not how this thing works, okay?
So yeah, Ivan whips it out and begins
Look away. I'm like, oh god.
urinating on the stone and the hay.
Whips it out.
This is... You said the window was ajar?
The window is ajar. I mean,
I'm
it's a
gonna push
window.
the window
It's
a
just
bit.
open.
I'm gonna push the window further open to let it air out.
Yeah. Let him know we're in here.
As you're standing there, Echo, please roll me a perception check.
Kirill's halfway up the wall.
I got a 14.
So, in the courtyard below, you see two bodies laying in the courtyard. One werewolf-like and massive, the other dainty and contorted. As they're illuminated up by a flash of lightning, and then in the darkness, you see them just lying motionless.
Not moving?
Not moving.
So I think Echo's like sitting there watching them for a second while Ivan's doing his thing, just watching. And then turns and says, I think they're turns back around.
Yeah, so
What?
you're
What, Echo?
you're drained, Ivan.
Oh god.
You feel relieved.
I do, and I'm sad that I don't have any more pee.
Done?
Anyone else had to go?
What
No.
even are we doing?
I'm
Done?
establishing dominance!
Sorry.
This is my house!
Done? Ivan, done?
Yeah, I can't pee anymore.
See them down there. Not moving.
Where? He like walks over to the window.
Echo scoots a little bit away.
Hey! Bitch boy! I pissed on your shit! Get up here and fight me, you coward!
No movement is seen.
He's probably fucking dead. Let's go. He'll find us.
Oh, more than likely.
Well, yeah, I peed on all of his stuff. So if he comes back here, he's gonna be mad. He's lucky I don't have to shit.
Ivan.
He starts heading out of the room.
Out, yeah, Echo's following him. Gone.
Yeah.
Oh, I could have been so rude there, but we'll not.
Can't hear you, Joe.
I said I could have been so mean there and make you all make dexterity saving throws not to slip on the... But we're not going to go there.
Oh no!
Oh god, no.
I'm not sorry.
Wet stone. No
Ugh.
fun.
Not sorry even a little bit.
So, yeah. You leave the room. Back in the dining room.
Don't be mad about it. It came from me. That's me on the floor.
Still don't know how to get out.
Well, we could go back towards the kitchen at least.
Seems inconvenient to have to walk through a kitchen.
It seems inconvenient to have a dining hall on like a third floor. But not inconvenient enough for us to not yeet somebody out some windows.
So always climb down.
No, I will die.
Are you,
So,
you
kitchen?
sure?
Pretty sure. Let's go towards the kitchen.
8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. Okay, so you walk back through the hallway to the kitchen, passing the bedroom again. And you get into the kitchen, and it is a massive kitchen. It's like a... What is that? 80 by 80 foot room with all manner of stove, cauldron, island. It's designed to prepare massive amounts of food for dinner parties. And in the far corner, you see a door, and that's in the far left corner. And in the far right corner, there is a staircase that leads down.
Go down?
Well, we should probably open the door first just to see what's in there. And then go down.
Okay.
Go over to the door.
Okay. And you
then
open the
Get
door,
on the floor.
Wait. What?
walking like a
door's on the
dinosaur.
floor?
Do
The door's on. What?
I feel like you were waiting for me to say that, Joe, because you just looked at me.
It did look like it.
Yeah.
Shiloh, here. Gives her his shield.
You're miming again.
I take the shield. What the fuck?
I don't know. Your microphone's really sensitive. It's temperamental.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to work all of a sudden. Oh, yeah,
It
I'll
sounds
work.
really good, but
It sounds really good. It does, but
Could be
I need to
the
be-
wire that you're using to connect. It could be something like a short in the wire or something like that. I don't know.
new wire. I've replaced the
Oh, it just like totally freaked out.
Uh-oh.
Say something.
Okay, now I can hear you.
Okay.
Oh, that was weird. We also confirmed that this doesn't happen in Discord or Google Hangouts. This only happens on Zoom.
Huh. Must be something
Weird.
with the API of Zoom or something then. It's weird that it's only you.
Zoom hates my guts.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's
Zoom,
fine.
fix it. I pay for you. Anyway.
Fix it!
Oh, sorry. Man, this table. Okay, so as you open the door, you are shocked as you see this seems to have at some point in time been like an ice cabinet, ice chest, but currently there is an individual hanging and swinging back and forth as blood drips down and pools into the center of this and seems to be circling in a almost like whirlpool pattern into a drain.
Gross. Anyone we know?
You're seeing the back of its head, so you're not 100% sure.
I'm gonna go forward and check them out.
Okay.
Pretty sure they're dead, but it doesn't.
As you walk into the room and begin to walk around it, you start to see it kind of struggle, and you hear hissing.
Hey, Riki.
mm-hmm.
I think I found a vampire thing.
What? Do they have any particular clothing?
It's wearing a really nasty pair of pants that are ripped and torn up. And as it's hanging there, it has like a wool like shirt, just a regular like cut off at the arms. And as it's kind of hanging there and you're paying attention, it's dark in here, so dark vision you can see, but its skin is kind of pale and grayed out. You're not sure if this is a decaying Barovian or a vampire spawn, based on that information. But it has hissed and moved and shaked and shimmied, so...
Should we pull it down? Or just...
I almost asked if it was okay. I'm gonna stop it from like spinning, like to see if I can get a good look at its face.
Okay. As a lightning bolt illuminates the ice box and you've stopped it from spinning, you get a look at the individual's face, and it does look Barovian, but you can see fangs, and you can see the eyes as it's struggling kind of begin to roll back, and then it stops struggling. And then after a minute, the eyes pop back open and it begins to struggle. And it hisses.
I'm just gonna come up with his longsword and just cut that bitch's head off. I don't have time for this shit.
Yeah, you separate its head from its body, and the body plunks down, and then because it's not attached to the body anymore, the rope that is hanging it, the head also falls and smacks onto the floor.
Burn it.
I set it on fire with firebolt.
Yeah, it burns, and you swear, as it's burning and turning to ash, you hear, "Thank you."
You're welcome.
Ivan like flicks the sword off and just puts it back. Let's go.
Yep, time to go down the stairs.
Down the stairs.
Okay.
Because this great going to.
I don't think I want to know, really. Probably Strahd's own personal wine cellar.
Yeah, so you start descending the staircase.
Shiloh,
Yes.
do you still have that holy water?
Yes. Oh,
Can I borrow it?
I hand you some of the. I hand you the holy water.
He's gonna put it down that drain.
Okay. It mixes with the blood, and it's almost like... Have you ever seen that liquid stuff that you've put the powder in, and it causes sparks and flames?
Ooh.
So it's just, yeah... As it continues to light up down this pipe, you see it kind of sparkle down there and drip down.
Just a satisfying smile when he does that. He hands up the bottle back to her.
Thank you. I put the bottle back in the bag.
No, thank you. Let's go. Go, team,
If we can't kill him, we're just going to be a thorn in his side.
Yeah,
forever.
that's all Ivan cares about. If I can't kill you, I'm going to be a major inconvenience to you. You will come fucking find me.
So as you're descending the staircase, it descends for about 30 feet before it starts to kind of spiral around this massive pillar. And you're continuing down, and as you get to the bottom of the landing here, you find yourself coming out into a familiar space where there's 10 feet between you and the entrance of these archways, and you find yourself on the south side of the chapel that no longer has a floor.
Does the staircase stop there?
Yes. The staircase stops it, and you're at the landing there where you can see it kind of goes into this little alcove and then continues out into the chapel where there's 10 foot of, and then the collapsed floor into that cavern.
So we know where we are now, right?
You have
Yes.
identified that you know you're in the cathedral area.
Go find the statues.
Yep.
Okay. So you loop around into the double doors that lead into the cathedral, and they are open, and you see the statue that was moved has been moved back. So all the statues line this hallway. You see the doors are open to the main foyer with the 4 pillars and the gargoyles. The other door is open, and so is the front door to the castle, so you can see all the way out to the front.
Right. That door did open, but we couldn't go to it because we were stuck in the hallway with the doors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it looks like we could leave, but
Oh no.
no.
We're ending this. tonight.
Okay. Okay.
Staircase down. We need to find way down.
Well, weren't we going to ask the statues the question about where to find him?
Mhm.
So let's go do that real quick.
Okay. You know the way to that room from here because you've been there. So you traipse up to that room, and you enter the room, and you have 3 questions remaining. You see that the faces on the statues still look horrified. They still look terrified. Didn't hear that, cat.
Motherfucker.
Okay.
Shiloh,
Yes.
remember. Specific.
I'm not the one asking the question.
You should ask the question. Maybe
Why?
you might get a memory.
I don't know if I want any more memories right now.
Well, some of them are helping us right now.
Yeah, I guess. Okay, yeah. So help me walk through what the specific question should be. Where is Strahd's coffin?
How do we...
What are the directions to Strahd's coffin? What are the directions to Strahd's coffin?
Okay. Okay, I walk up to one of the statues and stare at it.
About 30 seconds, the stone melts away, and the ethereal face pops out.
Ivan's pacing.
What are the directions to Strahd's coffin?
Open lid, rest in
Can't hear
coffin.
you, Joe.
Oh no!
Open lid, rest in coffin.
Damn it, I knew it! No!
I'm kidding. I'm not gonna be that much of a dick.
Okay.
Oh.
The fact that you the fact that we couldn't hear you is already like, oh no, he's not gonna pull this, is he? Oh no.
No, the statue says, "Find the dragons. It is protected it is protected by the dragon. Defeat the dragon, and present your key." And the face recedes.
Fuck.
What? It's not like on another planet, right?
Yeah, but we don't. I don't know what the key is,
Or where the dragons are.
or where the dragons are.
Don't they want us to restore the family honor or whatever? They couldn't just tell us.
We can
China.
ask Leaf. Wouldn't Leaf know where they are?
Oh,
Maybe not. We had key to Amber Temple. Did not use.
didn't use the key to the Amber Temple.
Yes?
Do you think that's the key they were talking about?
Don't know.
Love you too.
Okie dokie.
Joe, we didn't use the Amber Temple key.
Nope. You bypassed going to the Amber Temple and were kind of...
Yeeted to the Amber Temple.
You found Strahd's connection to the Amber Temple and used... That's why the gravity... Because Strahd doesn't necessarily have to play to gravity's rules. He's able to walk in any direction.
He could just spider climb.
So he just... And that's where you found his entrance to the Amber Temple, his connection.
He fucking David Bowie's it.
Yes,
Yeah, exactly.
Joe,
Yeah.
we get it.
He also uses someone else's arms to juggle and wears tight pants. So there you go.
What are you talking about? Got it.
That's awesome.
I will be there for you. Ooh, ooh.
Oh, I love you guys. Anyway,
Sorry, I'm still trying to imagine like someone else being inside Strahd's fucking clothes, just
Coat,
juggling
just-
for him. Yeah.
one of the balls drops and you hear him, "You fucking idiot! Made me look like a fool."
Turns around and eats the guy
Eats him,
right
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Oh.
You have 2 questions remaining, by the way.
Let's go ask Leaf.
Okay, we can go ask Leaf.
What about ask how to find Sergei?
They told us he was in the crypt.
He was under the crypt.
Yeah.
Or about the dark powers.
What do you want to know about the dark powers?
Who's telling the truth, Strahd or the Dark Powers?
That.
Oh,
That's a good.
Smart.
That's a good question. Go ahead, Riki.
It's just like that. Who's telling the truth, Strahd or the dark powers?
Whose truth is more truthful? Whose truth is more truthful? Because there could be an ounce of truth in Strahd's words. And I'm not here for that shit.
Or should we ask which one is worse? More evil? Or...
Evil is just perspective, I think.
Mhm.
No. No, Maximus Prime, no.
What if they're both lying? They're both telling the truth to a point, kind of babbling off.
which
You're also all getting wet because remember, this area does not have a roof.
which story has more truth to it?
Okay. I will go and stare at one of the remaining statues.
Okay. About 30 seconds. The stone melts away and the ethereal face pops out.
Between Strahd and the dark powers, which story is more truthful?
This question is hard to answer,
I know.
so I will give you this. Strahd speaks his truth, while the dark powers alter theirs. And the face recedes.
This is worse than not knowing.
that means that Strahd is in some sort of warped reality illusion of himself. He's probably gone mad for the amount of time that he's been here.
Strahd is biased, but
Yes, he is a liar.
But
dark
they
powers
did say
may
the dark powers.
dark powers may have the power to make their truth reality.
Well, then if they can make their truth reality, then that is what is the truth.
Until reality no longer suits them and they change it. Balance. Them consuming souls. Maybe balance. But may only be because we are tipping from Strahd's side to them. And eventually it will continue to tip.
But it can't be just Strahd and the dark powers. There has to be something that opposes it. Which would be Sergei in this aspect, or the Morning Lord. Or
I
whatever
would
is light.
say-
If there's dark powers, then there should be light powers.
I don't like this, but I would say a third perspective to learn would be Tatiana. If she is death, does not mean that she would not be biased, but a third side to consider. Even if she did lie and bring us here.
Kill Strahd now!
I don't know if it's time for us to kill Strahd. And I know that's coming from an idea that Tatiana put in our mind. And I seem to recall telling everybody that I didn't want to be a pawn in anybody's game, and yet here we fucking are! We have one question left.
Please, please ask it.
Can't hear you.
I said, please, please ask it.
Oh, we don't know what the question would be.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying, please. Find out what your last question is and please ask it.
Why are you so excited?
I don't know if I want this to happen.
Oh,
I
no.
feel like it's a bad thing. Maybe
What's
just
going
leave
on?
it with the one question.
Should we ask
Sergei,
about...
the dark powers?
I feel like a Power Ranger when we do this.
Will dark powers betray us?
Ooh.
That they might. But we could also ask if Sergei really did charm Tatiana.
Oh, I like that.
When, but Tatiana would have known because those things wear off.
What if he continued to do it?
But eventually it would have worn off. She hasn't been around him.
What if there was an object he gave her?
I mean, you're not wrong. Maybe that's a good idea, but I still think we need to find Sergei.
Or Tatiana and ask her.
Oh, I'm not saying ask Sergei that question. I just mean if we find out that the answer is yes, he did this, we still need to find him. Because I will bitch slap that man into next fucking week if that's the case. All these
I don't care how much
toxic
love and light he
masculinity in fucking Barovia.
Yeah. We're feminist up in here.
Is that the question we're asking? If Sergei actually charmed Tatiana?
Oh, we could just ask Tatiana. We don't need the statue
But-
to pass into that.
She might not know. She might still be charmed by him if it's an item. Can't hear you, Cat.
Echo's question is also a good question.
Which one was that?
Will dark powers betray us?
Yes.
Although, honestly, I feel like we
Can
know
I
answer.
Yeah, can I answer that question for you? Yes. Yes, they will. And we'll have another power to fight off.
I feel like we know that one.
So what do we do, guys?
Sure you don't want to just go find his shit and burn it now?
If I thought I could fight a dragon, yes, I would be 100% down for that.
Maybe we can bribe a dragon. That's what our village always
What?
does.
With who does?
You can just bribe them with gold. Or whatever things that they like. They'll go away.
Ivan, you're suddenly hit with a memory of fighting a wyvern and then standing in the Iamber Temple and watching the wyvern defeat you.
Maybe not. That was weird. He's like seriously like thinking about it, like, did I do that?
As you're thinking about it, Ivan, your arm right below your wrist begins to itch.
She just like starts to like absentmindedly scratch it. He looks. Is there doing anything?
It's still moving and rotating. As you scratch it, it feels better.
I have a real itch. What are you doing to me, Joe?
Weird.
Hmm.
I just want to go home and be in bed.
What about?
10, 3, 11. You still got 4.5 hours, sorry.
No. What if we ask
Okay.
if someone were to take Strahd's place and become judge, where would the judged souls go? Or what would happen to the judged souls?
Oh.
That unbiased answers question.
Yeah.
It does, because then we will know if it goes to the dark
What
powers
endgame
or if
is.
they return.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a very smart question.
This is why we love you, Echo. You're very smart.
And a
Shake
million
that
other
cinnamon
reasons,
water.
but yeah,
They're
so smart.
But one of the reasons is because you come up with the smart questions.
Other reason copy.
Because the rest of us is dumb as fuck.
Copy caws, caw, and then kind of brushes up against Echo.
Aww.
Extends
I
a
love you
wing
too,
out,
Echo.
the bone wing,
The bone wing.
and wraps
And
it
does-
around Echo as in a half hug.
Echo is not bothered.
We love you too, Copy.
This my buddy.
Do you want to ask the question, Echo?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright. I'm gonna approach the last statue.
Okay. Beak to face.
There. Yeah.
30 seconds
Well, no,
pass.
it's even like it's because I imagine it would actually be more like
Yeah, so you side-eye the statue, and after about 30 or 40 seconds, the stone facade melts away and an ethereal face pops out.
if someone else becomes judge. What will happen to the souls who are judged?
Souls that are heavy are sent to Avernus. Souls that are light move to Valhalla. Souls with burdens are recycled within Barovia. You get the sense that is referencing some sort of purgatory to work off sins, but...
Which would make sense of the original purpose of Barovia.
And then the face recedes. And as it's receding, Echo, you hear one final word in Elvish. You speak Elvish, correct?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Run.
Run.
And the
Run.
statue of the queen cracks.
Get out the room, get out the room, get out the room, get out
And
the
the
room!
floor begins to shake as the statues all, after the queen begin to crack and crumble. Arms
Get out the room,
falling
get out the
down. Faces sliding across. And give me a minute to gather up the other pie facer person. DB, and everybody, if you would like to buy me some time and do some announcements, I will be right back as we do the final pie to the face.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Friends, I don't know what I've talked about. Have I talked about Patreon yet?
No, you have not. That
No.
was
Okay.
on there. I thought that's what you were going to talk about last time.
Oh, I should have, but I didn't. For those of you that don't know, we have a Patreon. It is patreon.com/thenerdasylum. And this actually, so we run a bunch of charity shows. But because we also run other things, our Patreon helps us pay for things like hosting podcasts, any fees that we might have, like getting posters made, so that we may keep supporting the Nerd Asylum. And we have 3 different tiers right now. You can get you can either be at tier 5, 10, or 15, and each of those tiers you actually get a discount to our store. At $5, you get a 5% discount.
Sounds right. 5,
Yep.
10, 15.
Yep. All of them are a 5, 10, 15% discount for anything that you order from our store. There's also, anytime we have any like sneak peeks that we can do, we try to post them to the Patreon first. So you would be able to find out about like games that we may be making or shows that we might have coming up before anybody else. So if you can, and we're not asking like you to if you can't, because we all get it, 2020 was a shit show. But if you can, please head on over to Patreon and support us, and that is once again patreon.com/thenerdasylum. Are you ready for that pie, Joe?
Yep.
Are you ready
This
for
is
The
that
link
pie?
to that will be in the description right now.
Awesome,
This
thank
is
you.
also
It's
the
also in our
4th
little
pie.
doobly
Amazing.
Doobly doo.
We should do it.
Doobly
The
doo.
doobly doo. Yes.
Under the show.
Yeah, this is a free pie. I actually already had 3, but my wife also wanted to join in on the fun, so I'm giving everyone a 4th pie, as in everyone here in the house other than me has had the opportunity. So I'm gonna take my
You
headphones
could
off.
get yourself pie.
No,
You
thanks.
could just take one and go.
Take one for the team. We can't do it. Do it for us.
Can
Yeah.
I put that one on?
Where are we at right now in donations?
Do it.
We are at
30.96.
not enough. Not even close.
If we get to 32.50, I will pie myself in the face.
Hey, can I put them
We
on?
can do it. We can do it, guys.
Okay.
You
I wanna
guys.
see
By the
the
end of
times,
by
though.
midnight. All right, Kevin, go
In the
ahead.
camera.
Yep, I'm in the camera.
I'm so scared that it's gonna get all over
So happy. Oh.
there again.
Oh.
At least it wasn't like all over his face like that last one where it was in his mouth. Well,
Just
maybe
like,
it's in his mouth. Never mind.
That's pretty great, though.
Maybe you should actually.
I love how his hair is.
It's perfect.
Happy.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Smile.
So
Cheese.
It's terrifying. Ah!
I love it. I got it.
We're gonna go ahead and take a break
Now we're gonna take a break.
real quick.
Here.
I can't do it with a Kleenex.
Yeah, he has to wash it.
You're gonna have to click that button. We'll be right back after I wash all this off. Oh, it's so nasty tasting. Ugh, don't do shaving cream.
Ugh.
We'll be right back.
Oh.
Okay.